Hey, good morning guys, it's Rihanna. Welcome back to my channel. I am on my way to go serve a subpoena. It's almost 10 o'clock. This is a long one though. I have to drive to Angleton, which is like south. It's like an hour and 15-minute drive, but it's at a little like a little small town police department, so their hours are like only during the daytime. You know, you can't get a hold of anyone any other time. Plus, the actual officer that I'm serving actually moved to Alpine, Texas, which is like close to El Paso, which is like 10 hours away or something crazy. So basically meaning he would never come and sign for it. So I have to get someone from his old office to sign. There's a mosquito in here. Hold on. Get out. Go. Go. No mosquito. Go out the window. There you go. He went out. Roll up the window. Roll up the window. Roll up the window. Yeah, if you have a mosquito, if you live in this south, I don't know where if there are mosquitoes everywhere, but you definitely don't want a mosquito in your car because it'll like bite you the whole time that you're driving on your legs where you can't get it. Okay, well, let's drive to Angleton. I'll see y'all in a couple hours. Okay, so I'm done with my subpoena, and there is a creepy mansion that is off of 288, which is where I'm at right now. And I actually drove by this place a long time ago, like 7 or so years ago, or maybe even longer than that, with my cousin. We were going to a friend's, like one of those direct sales parties, the passion parties or whatever, and I remember driving by and thinking like how creepy the place was. And since then I've seen like articles about it, and like I've always just been really interested in it because like, what is this thing? So I figured since I was in the area, I would go check it out and show y'all on the vlog. So I'm on my way there now. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna go pull up to the front of it, but first I was turning around. So you can see how ginormous this place is, and I'm gonna pull up next to it so we can look at it a little bit closer. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so this mansion sits here. It's totally abandoned. It's like 47 bedrooms, and it's like 16 acres, and it's like 64,000 square feet. And there's another one, a smaller one right there. So there's this one. Let me zoom in again. This is I'm like pulled over on the side of the road with my emergency lights on. So there's this one, and then there's a nearly identical one, that right there. That one's 32, that one's 64. There's information about them on the internet. You can Google it. I'll leave some links down below. It's just really fascinating because like, why would they build two giant mansions and do nothing with it? So there's been talks about it being like some crazy religious cult or like a compound or something like that. I've seen pictures of the inside from the internet, and the only thing that's like, so the littler one over here has a gate around it, like an electric gate, and there's a car parked there, and then there's this one which just sits there. When this next set of cars go by, I'm gonna go ahead and leave, but there's the second one. And there's a car parked out there, and the gate, which is creepy. So I'm back home, and I want to talk a little bit more about that house. Okay, so I'm on the Houston Press website, houstonpress.com, and I just did a little Google search about the property, and basically this is what little thing says. In an up-and-coming neighborhood in Pearland off of Highway 288 in South Fork, Two nearly identical mansions sit abandoned in adjoining 15-acre lots. The weeds have grown high around the entry gates to one. The one never even had gates built and sits behind a padlocked chain-linked fence. There's no landscaping around either one. In fact, they look as if someone dropped two gaudy River Oaks mansions into a cow pasture. River Oaks is a hoity-toity area of Houston where these houses would be more typical to find. The area that it's in is actually, it is up and coming now, but it used to be mostly like trailer parks or like trailer homes and like just older homes. It's not a place where you would find a, you know, full bricked home, let alone a creepy full bricked mansion that's been abandoned. And perhaps the strangest of all is their sheer size. The smaller mansion on the left, which is the second one I showed y'all, is nearly 32,000 square feet, while the one on the right is a massive 64,000 square feet and nearly as long as a football field. According to public records, both houses were once owned by a pediatrician, Dr. Ulysses W. Watkins, who won a Houston Press Best of Houston Award for his radio show in 2008. He built the larger of two houses first, but it was never completed. A vast broad scar on the west side of the house is missing brick from where the two-story wall was never finished. The unused brick lay in the pasture behind the house. 3 of the 9 garage doors are plywood. The front door is awkwardly hung, ill-fitting, and has no handles. It's most likely a stopgap until It was most likely a stopgap until a real door could be installed. And while there is a side driveway, no front drive or sidewalk of any kind was ever built. While the smaller of the two houses was listed on HAR.com for sale as recently as last August, this was written in 2013 though, it no longer appears in the MSL listings. And although the public has been afforded a view of the bizarrely decorated and decidedly industrial looking smaller house thanks to that real estate listing, no one has ever seen the inside of the unfinished behemoth until now. So then there's a whole bunch of pictures I'm going to show y'all. So this is the west side of the house where the brick was never completed, and the 9 garages. This is the entryway. The front portion of the house is nearly finished with marble floors in the grand foyer and a warm yellow and red tones on the wall. It's difficult to tell, however, exactly what this front room was to be used for. An unfinished Juliet balcony overlooks the foyer from the second floor, right there. The main hallway running down the center of the house is identical on both floors, with boxy rooms flanking the intermittently long hallway. It's nearly impossible to see what lies on the other end of the corridor. On the west side of the house, there are no windows in any of the rooms on the first floor due to the 9-car garage situated right behind them. Between the lack of light and the low ceilings, it gives the entire house an odd institutional feel. The room off the foyer features a non-working fireplace and a small stage, perhaps for family plays. On the east side of the house, just off the foyer, construction had begun on a commercial, and we do mean commercial, kitchen. All of the charm of a high school cafeteria. Further down the hall, we reach the first of 3 staircases. All 3 staircases are oddly hidden, 2 of them within what looks like regular rooms, and the third one at the very end of the long hall adjacent to the industrial-looking elevator. At the rear of the house is an indoor swimming pool and a hot tub. The ceilings in here are 2 stories high, which would give the indoor pool an airy feel if there were any windows or doors that open to the outside. On the second floor, unfinished bedroom after unfinished bedroom flanks the main hall. It's not even worth counting how many there are after a while. The thought that no one could ever need this much house has become completely pervasive at this point, especially when, according to public records, Dr. Watkins only had a very small family consisting of a wife and 1 son. Back downstairs, past the media room, which has the makings of a snack bar and all the can lightings and wiring in place, the entire place is completely wired with Cat 5 lines, in fact, and rooms of undetermined nature. Back into the sunlight of the foyer, you feel as if you're coming back above ground from being in a subterranean cavern. The oddly low ceilings throughout, coupled with the dearth of windows, leads to a discomforting feeling, especially in such a large home. What became of the house after Dr. Watkins abandoned it and went on to build the Halfling mansion next door isn't a matter of public record. Suffice to say, it's a bizarre story of its own that deserves to be told one day. And the article wraps up to say, what will happen to the houses is anyone's guess. The bank that owns both houses has had a feasibility study performed to determine whether or not they would be appropriate for group homes or assisted living facilities. Having been inside, it seems like this is the most fitting application for at least the larger of the two, if not both. It's difficult to imagine why someone in their right mind would build what is essentially the world's largest shotgun shack, but it's not at all difficult to picture these two buildings on this serene piece of land housing elderly or an assisted care patient one day. So, creepy house. And this was written by Catherine Shilcutt at the Houston Press, by the way. So those are all her words. I just read it to y'all. I'm really quite fascinated with this property. Like I said, I did a lot of not a lot, but I've kind of researched it here and there off and on whenever I remember again. And there's been some theories that it was gonna be like an extensive rehab facility. And that was the reason why it was ties to the doctor. There's just been a lot of different speculation on what it could be. I'm going to refer this to another YouTuber. Their channel name is Bright Sun Films, and they do a series called Abandon, and I would really love to see what he can come up with for this. So I'm gonna forward this information to him, and if he decides to pick it up and do anything on it, I will definitely keep y'all updated. Now, change of topic, I need to, there's two things I want to do today. I want to film my Torrid try-on haul, and then I also want to make some lemon bars, or lemon squares. So, let's go do that. So I finished filming my try-on haul, and now I'm going to make these lemon bars. It's actually a really simple kit. It just requires the filling and the crust, 3 eggs, and a third cup of water. So preheat the oven to 350. I'm just following directions in the box. This isn't really a recipe, but I figured I would just let y'all know how easy it is to use these crusties as whatever brand this is. Pretty simple, makes good desserts. So 350. And then you take the filling mix with your 3 eggs and a third cup of water, and you just whisk that until well blended. Whoa there, Nelly. It smells so lemony. I love lemon desserts. Chance is down in the window growling into the backyard. Go out there then and bark. We have a doggy door. Weirdo. Okay, after that's combined, you're gonna just take the crust, which comes already ready to go. And I'm gonna use parchment paper, which I'm a little bit nervous about because I don't know how it's gonna turn out like this, but I don't like greasing things. So it says press. Now you're supposed to be using an 8x8, but I don't have an 8x8. And that just reminds me that I really need to get more kitchen staples the next time I do a little bit of shopping. Okay, so I got it evenly spread out. So you press it firmly into the bottom of the pan, and then you bake for 8 to 10 minutes. And then once that's done, you whisk the filling again and pour over the hot crust and bake for 26 minutes. So, and then we have to cool for an hour. So let's see how these turn out. Well, they're done. They look pretty good. The only thing is it didn't come with any powdered sugar to top it. And I think I'm out. Oh well, I'll still be good without powdered sugar. So Jonathan's been home for a while. Neither one of us was really in the mood for dinner. So I ended up just now making myself something. He hasn't even eaten yet. It's like 10 o'clock. I don't know if he's gonna eat. Probably no. Not. He's over there making him some juice in his meth lab.
My meth lab
and I just made me an omelet and some bacon because it's never a bad time for bacon. And we've just been hanging out in here. I'm watching some vlogs, and I found my old blog, like blog as in with a B, from back before I even met Jonathan. And so I've just been reading over that, reminiscing, and just hanging out in here.
We're exciting people.
Super exciting. But I made the lemon squares today.
Exciting.
And they did turn out good. I think if they had the powdered sugar to put on top, they would be a little bit better because they're kind of sticky on top. But other than that, nothing else exciting is going on. So I figured I would go ahead and wrap up the vlog. I am, let's check my...
Ow.
Bless you. Are you okay?
Ow.
Okay. What's the name of that site where I can check my stats? Social Blade, right?
Sure. I think so.
This is my Social Blade. It's where you can go to anyone's channel and see the rankings for them. So this is mine, and I'm gonna go to live subscriber count. It says I have 198. Nope, I have 201.
What?
It just changed.
Sweet.
I know. Woohoo!
Party!
201! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Does that mean that I get one of those buttons?
What button?
The YouTube button thingies?
What do you do?
I'm just... Are you serious? You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh, to be young again. No, I'm just kidding. To be old and not know what life is.
I am younger than you.
But you are not hip. It's all the happenings in the social media.
You're not hip to what's happening in the car industry.
So, I know what I'm talking about. You just probably don't realize you know what I'm talking about. The thing that you get when you have like 100,000 subscribers, you have a million subscribers, YouTube sends them those play buttons. There's a silver, a gold, and a diamond.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about that. So, do I get one for 200 subscribers? They send me like a...
aluminum foil one.
An aluminum foil. You get a Ziploc baggy play button.
That'd be awesome.
But yay, I have 201 subscribers. Whoop whoop. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed to my channel. I love you all. But if you're watching this and you are not yet subscribed, you should totally hit that subscriber button. And also just hit that thumbs up button whether you're going to subscribe or not, just because you're a nice person, because I'm sure you are. Go ahead and click it. Click it. Click it.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Click. It's not a trap. Don't listen to him. Alright guys, I will see y'all next time. Bye.